Okay. At first I thought I could film this video in bed, just with the camera from above, but my tripod doesn't do that. So option B was the sofa. And it's pretty cozy. I have a great blanket. This video has nothing to do with books or reading. Well, I mean, it does a little bit. It has to do with this channel and with shame. So if you just want to book content, in a couple of days I will upload a video and you can watch that. So I will see you then. But if you are interested in why am I lying down on a sofa looking pretty cozy, I would say, it's because of something that I briefly mentioned in the video that I made about my content creation for this year, my plans for this channel. I very briefly touched upon the fact that I have a deep sense of shame, and I feel shame constantly about everything I do. The walking outside, talking to people, what I say, what I do, everything, but especially putting myself out there on the internet, especially, whether it's an Instagram or here, everything. I feel a lot of shame about everything I do. This year, one of my goals was to get a hold of that. Dog or kid? That's a game I play sometimes here. And this shame, it stops me from doing everything I enjoy, like this, for example. And the reason why I'm talking about this today is because today was a particularly bad day when it comes to shame. Someone that I know in real life actually found me online, which I have always kept pretty secret and pretty private from the people around me because of this shame. And every time that happens, my immediate reaction and the first thing I want to do, and the first thing that I have been doing up until this point, has been to delete everything and disappear. And that's not healthy, because that's not dealing with shame and understanding it and facing it. That is the complete opposite, is running away. It's literally running away. And it's terrible because I have been living my life hiding in a way. Not hiding, but not doing things I enjoy because I'm so scared of what other people think. And the weird thing is, it's not even strangers. I don't care what strangers think, because in my experience, strangers have been so kind, especially in this platform here on BookTube and on YouTube in general. I've had amazing experiences and great conversations and amazing interactions with people here. My problem was with the people I know around in real life. And the thought of someone that I know, one of my friends, finding this just makes me so anxious, and it puts my stomach into knots, and I feel horrible, and I feel so ashamed of everything I do, and I don't understand why. And like I said, today was a particularly bad day, and my first instinct was I need to delete everything, and I need to stop putting myself out there and not make YouTube videos and delete Instagram and everything. And then when I got here home and I sat down and started writing things down, I realized I don't want to lose this. I enjoyed this so much. I love the creative process that this entails, the thinking about the videos and then putting them together, and then editing. Editing is a lot of fun for me, which is a weird thing to do because I feel like that's the part that most people don't like when it comes to YouTube, but I enjoy editing. It's like a puzzle. I don't know why I feel like this about people in my life, because I don't have bad people in my life for the most part. I mean, we all have rotten apples in our tree or some metaphor like that. Insert metaphor here, please. But I don't know why I feel like this. I keep hearing that YouTube and content creation is cringy until it's not. And I guess shame and YouTube have something in common with building muscle or building new habits or learning something new, and it is that it's something that you have to work and put hours into it and put effort and thought. And it's not going to happen overnight, because it never does. Nothing does. You do not create a muscle, or you do not learn a new trade overnight just because you want to. I mean, I wish, right? Because I would be a lot better at tennis if it were just overnight. But I was embarrassed yesterday in a class that is higher level than me, and I feel like a child with a toy in a corner, and the parents are looking at it and thinking, that's a dumb kid. That's how I felt yesterday, which I think is what triggered my shame today. Well, not today, yesterday and today. Why I have been feeling so much shame today. I just started spiraling. That little thing triggered it, and I need to work on it. And instead of running away, deleting everything, I am here and I am sharing this, also in the hopes that I'm not the only one that feels like this. Because I would love to know if you make videos or if you post in another platform. I would love to know if you feel like this every time that you post something, or how do you deal with that. I guess the more you do it, the less you care, right? Or the better you get at it, and the less in your head you get about it. I have these days where I get so tired of having this deep sense of shame, and I get kind of angry, which makes zero sense, but I get annoyed at myself. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you letting this thing control your life? Because it has been controlling my life for a few years now, actually. I keep letting it control my life, and I enjoyed this. And I know that my friends are gonna find this and I'm gonna feel embarrassed, but I'm admitting it right now. I enjoyed this. I really like it. And you know, the weird thing is, I have friends that have friends and family members that are influencers, content creators, whatever you want to call them, big, with big numbers behind them. And I've never heard them talk badly of them or of their career. They're always so proud, and they say it's so cool that they're doing that. But somehow, I don't know why, I think that that's not going to be the case for me. And even though I've known my best friend since I was, 2 years old, my brain just keeps sabotaging my thoughts and just thinking like, oh no, they support everyone else, but they're going to make fun of you. Because this is cringy, because you're cringy, because you're embarrassing. I'm currently in the middle of a reading vlog. Today when I got back from hanging out with my friends, I just kept spiraling about the fact that what if they find it? What do they think it's cringy that I am filming myself doing random things or just talking about books? And it makes zero sense, because I enjoy talking about books a lot, and they're not the biggest readers. So the fact that I found a place, a great place to be able to share my thoughts, should not felt cringy and should not feel embarrassing. This is great. It's fantastic. It's like having people that you hike with. For the people that hike, I don't understand, honestly. I don't get the hype of hiking. But that's not this video. I just get really passionate when people talk about hiking, because I don't get it. Sorry, that was a tiny rant about me not getting hiking. And I will find people that don't get this, and that find this cringy, and that find me cringy and embarrassing. But I guess, we're all different and we have different interests. This feels like therapy, this right now. I understand we all have different hobbies and things that we like and things that we don't like, and I guess, and opinions differ from person to person, so yeah. I also kind of wonder if this has anything to do with ADHD, or it is more common with people with ADHD. I was actually diagnosed this year. I'm in my 30s, and talking about it and getting that diagnosis and working through that, I've figured out and I've seen that a lot of the things that I struggle with is because of that, and not because I've always thought I was dumb or slow or something, but it turns out it was ADHD. And it is kind of a weight that is lifted off your shoulders. Not that it's an excuse for anything, but the fact that it's not my fault that I am incapable of doing things like other people, and I have to find ways around it. And I used to feel a lot of shame for example, not being able to do things or just sit down and be able to study, for example, like my friends who could just study and sit down. And me, I felt so ashamed. Absolutely. That one I won, I think. That one I'm so much better at it. But I know that, for example, for me to be able to read a book or to sit down and study, I have to have my headphones on, and I have to have 2 or 3 different types of noises. Which, by the way, if you struggle with this, I use 2 websites. Oh fuck, what's the second one? I forgot the name of it. Found it recently, but just go on YouTube and find coffee shop sounds, but not conversations, like not having people talking in it. It's like murmurs. You cannot tell what they're talking about, but there's people talking. That's what I meant. And there's coffee shop sounds. And then the website Rainy Mood, which I think they also have playlists on like music platforms. But those 2 things together, combined with either a movie that I've already seen, TV show that I've already seen many times and I know it by heart, those things on headphones just kind of clear everything. So TV shows and movies, I use them for studying or for something like that. If I am reading, I just have the coffee shop sounds and the Rainy Mood. And it's like it's blocking something in my brain, and then you can slowly get into what you're doing a lot better. And I have been reading so much more ever since I started doing that, ever since I just started wearing headphones to be able to read and to be able to study or work. I use them at work a lot as well. I don't know if there's a conclusion to this other than I actually feel a little bit better right now, lighter. I don't have that feeling that I had at the beginning of the video of I need to delete everything. I'm not sure this is gonna work. I feel better. I guess it is true what some people say, that it is cringy until it's not. I think I'm gonna leave it here. Book content will resume in a few days, so I will see you then. If you are having a weird day like this, just be kind to yourself and take it slow. And I think I'm just gonna fall asleep because honestly I'm very comfortable right now here. Bye.